Welcome back to our farm. We are always excited to have you guys because we know you have the same interest and the same goals that we have. Number one, we love agriculture. Food production is very important to us. And then number two, we want to make money from what we farm. I'm sorry I've been away. Unajua ila kuwinia Global Citizen Award, going to New York, you know, global trotting had made me disappear. But I'm back, guys. You are my community. You are the one who made me level up to all those places. However, hapa kwa farm bado tuna receive a lot of guests, a lot of guys still come. They want to understand, Wangari, ikitu mbona ina gatekeepiwa? Nikienda kwa shelves za Naivas sipati mushroom. Nikienda sokoni sipati mushroom. Kwani ikitu, how do you grow it? And then I come and tell them, don't worry. Wangari is gonna give you a tutorial. So welcome. I hope you have your pen and paper because we're gonna go through all the details of how you're gonna make your money. Asante sana for joining me. Yes. So welcome. We are going to discuss button mushroom farming. I know you wonder, is it mushroom? Wangari, are they poisonous? Are they edible? Are they for eating? Yes, they are for eating. And mostly, they are considered gourmet food. Ama bougie food. People who are ready to invest in their health. Are you ready to invest in your health? Well, listen up. Hii kitu iko na nutrition kibao hivi. Alafu, even better. Ile do iko hapa. Unapata panet moja tu hivi ya 250 grams goes for 320 shillings pale Naivas. Na unaona Wangari tu amezigroisha. So today we're going to discuss how to actually farm A to Z. Number one that you need to know, mushroom farming has to be farmed indoors. So don't think, I don't have a shamba Wangari, sina capital, sina nini. This is a low production crop. But ikifika ni soko. Huh? This is why I love mushroom. It's a low production crop, but ikifika ni soko, it's a high production in terms of price, quality. Zile vitu ina make, sio vitu za kawaida, sio madhogodhanyo. So today, you need to understand it has to be grown indoors. And why do we grow it indoors? Because number one, it's soilless agriculture. Ukiangalia hii bag yangu huku chini ni nyasi. Hapa tu juu ndio unaona mchanga. And I understand why people get confused. Because you're like, Wangari, hiki tu inagrowiwa kwa farm sinieke tu nje hapana. Aka ka soil, kako tu hapa juu, just an inch. So, note that. Otherwise, unatumia nyasi. Another thing, nyumba yako lazima ikuwe cool. So, either unatumia nyumba ya matope ama ya mawe kama hii yetu. Another thing, make sure there is enough ventilation. Mushrooms love a lot of air. And then, kuna kitu mushroom hufanya, zinakuchapanga surprise. Like these ones are only 2 days old. This one that has opened up. Hii yenye inakaa mwamvuli hivi. Inakona ma gills. These are the gills, by the way. This is how they shed their seed. Anyway, hii iko na 3 days peke yake. So usizubae hapo ukifikiria, oh, I can farm mushrooms sijui home ndio kuna space hapana. Hata ukiwa tao, you just need to rent your next door room. Unaambia landlord, niongezee room moja hapo. Kuna kitu nafanya. Then you come buy our ready bags. You don't have to do so much. You just need to water your bags. And unaanza kuingia soko. And we are saying, tutakuconnect kwa soko. Farmer on Fire has so much market. We are looking for you guys to help us supply. So tutakuwa tu tunakuambia what you'll do, how you'll package it, and upeleke soko. Number 3. So umesikia room si issue, juu ni indo, ni soilless. Number 3 ni water. Hii kitu inataka a lot of hydration. Mushrooms are 80 to 90% water. Even when we dry them for clients who have asked for dried mushrooms, unapatanga, you have to dry 10 kilos to get a kilo of dried. So just remember that. Unaipea maji mob. Sasa tuko na knapsack spray yetu, baadaye tutakuonesha vile tunapiga. So make sure umeona video mpaka mwisho. Anyway, let's go on. So you need to hydrate it a lot. And part of it is misting the room. Unamwaga maji kwa floor. Una make sure huku umespray maji in the humidity ikuwe very high. Na kuna ka gauge sisi utumia kakukuonesha zile temperatures uko nazo na the humidity of your room, and we're going to show it right here. Tutaiattach ndio you get one for yourself as well. Hizi si zile siku za mathermometer, hii ni siku ya digital age. So hizi vitu tunazipima tu, unaeka battery and it tells you. Another fourth thing that we get in a lot of questions that we have, Niati, what do I do with this bag? This bag, you only have it for a period of 3 months, 2.5 to 3 months. Usha make do yako na umeondokea. Hii sasa imekuwa manyua, unaenda unamwagilia kwa maua, unaeka hapo kwa nyasi yako, kwa miti. It's very good organic manure, and it helps the world around your plant to decompose so that the nutrients are available for the crop. So don't worry about it. Just know that you can have as many crop as possible all around the year, because remember, hii kitu inatakikana soko every day. So usilime alafu ukaende useme na ngoja harvest. Apana, continue, have a cycle of production all year round. Make that money flow, guys. Anyway, we are going to harvest with you guys and also going to cook. So I hope you're excited as I am to see what will happen. You know, farm to fork. Ndio poa, ninaweza kuonesha, oh, this is how you grow a chicken, this is how you grow maize. But sikuoneshi how to actually utilize it, how to help your customers. Ndio wakinunua wanajua, there are 50 ways to do this thing. Yes, so welcome. Let's start with harvesting. So with mushroom, as you have seen, una twist to parts of a mushroom. Kuna kwanga na cap, alafu kuna stalk, na kuna hii, sijui kama tunaita root, haitangwi root actually, but it's kind of a thing where inajishikilia kwa hiyo casing soil. So hiyo mchanga ni poa juu ndio itashikilia mushroom yako, but otherwise nutrients zinatoka chini kwa bag zikipanda hivi. So your compost, make sure umeiprepare poa sana. And still in this video, tutaenda nje to shoot ni kuonesha vile unatani hiyo nyasi so that you can achieve your goal. So we've said this is the cap which is on the top. Up ndani kuna gills, the stalk, and then this part that holds on the ground. How to harvest mushrooms and package them for the market. First thing you need to know is that mushroom grow very fast. So in around 2 days, you are in the market all the time once they start fruiting. So you twist it off. As you can see, they don't have a lot of roots. You cut off the stalk with your knife and you place it in a bowl. You twist it and you pull. Doesn't take a lot of energy. And these roots that we are cutting off, you just feed them to your chicken. Nothing goes to waste in this farm. These open ones are not desired for high-level markets, but we do cook them and bake them in our oven. We just add some cheese and we bake them for around 5 minutes. So these open ones, we'll still use them, but the market desires these ones that are enclosed. Let me show you one that is closed. See this one? It hasn't opened up. And this one is open. So that's the difference. This is considered a better grade than this one. So you cut off the root. Don't remove so much of your stem. That's where the weight is. And remember, farmers sell in kilos. So keep that money on your end. Yes. This is how you harvest. And once we have enough, we can go and pack it in a punnet, and I'll show you how you prepare it for market. As you can see, if you have 500 bags, which is what we target with mushroom farming, you will have an exciting job of harvesting. But in case they have a little bit of soil, because they're coming from the ground up, you can brush it with a brush lightly, but do not wash your mushrooms. So these ones will be ready by tomorrow. These small dots you're seeing, this is tomorrow's harvest. So we are excited that tomorrow we'll also be here to harvest some more. Mushrooms are considered gourmet and very expensive. When I went to China to train on how to grow mushrooms, we found that there were billionaires, not millionaires, billionaire mushroom farmers, because they do it in large scale, they use technology, and they are able to do as many varieties as possible. In Kenya, we just mostly do two, which is button and oyster. I wanted you to. So after 2 to 3 days, it is time to harvest. And from the 3-4 bags that we have harvested, look how much we got. So it's time to pack so that you can make sure the product is perfect for market. So you need a punnet. These ones you buy at the packaging shops. And then you need your weighing scale for your kitchen, which is in grams. And don't forget your cling film. This will be the one to cover your mushrooms. We don't use the punnet lids because it might press on your mushrooms, and mushrooms bruise very easily. If you're going to harvest this for your own consumption, it's good to expose them to the soil, because like human beings, mushrooms can absorb vitamin D from the sun. It's a nice tip, isn't it? Anyway, we are trying to reduce taking of supplements, and one of the ways to do that is making sure that all the food that you're eating is very intentional and nutritious, and mushrooms is one of those superfoods that you need to have. So we just take our mushrooms and we arrange them neatly on the punnet. The desirable size is this average one, but you can decide depending on the size that you have. So pack it up and then start your scale. We are targeting for 260 grams because the punnet, remember, is 10 grams, and then the product should be the one that is 1/4 kilo, right? And at 265, you're okay. Now you cover your mushrooms. Give it enough room so that you can be able to pull it tight. Pull the polythene bag tight so that you can have that smooth edge. Then you comb your polythene like that. Make sure it's straight when you pull it. And then you pull to ensure that everything is nice and smooth and very well packed. And there you go. Now you have your ready product. It's ready to go to the shelf. This product, we sell it not less than 200 shillings. For us, if you're buying from Farmer on Fry, it's 280 shillings. And we have a shop in town, so you can always pass by and get your enough reserves for the week. If you're buying in bulk, you obviously get a discount. But you can see how mushroom is a high value crop. Just a few pieces and you're making money. 4 of these should come from one bag in the lifespan of that bag, which means that you're going to make 1,000 from each bag. And that means that if you have 500 bags, you see how you can easily make so much money. We're talking about 300,000, 400,000 inclusive of costs, which we are going to break it down. When you come here for training, we give you the practical and the theory, and most importantly, the revenues versus the cost. Additionally, always remember, Farm on Fry is here to link you to the market. We have loads and loads of people who want these mushrooms. So we are the link. We are the connector. So don't worry about a thing. We also train groups of people, women, especially if they're in other towns. And we will come to you instead of you coming to us, and spend the day with you, talking and showing you step by step. Enjoy your day. Let us know on the comment down below of any questions you might have, and we will address it. this is called a fork manure. It's for picking up manure in the horse farms, but that's what we use for our compost. Remember, we have to keep turning the grass and adding the water. The drum there is there to reserve the water that we need. When you're building your platform, have a place where you can collect all the water. Remember, this water is very important. It's where you have your manure, your urea, all the good stuff. Don't let it flow away. So your platform should be slanting just a little and draining the water in here. And then you can collect and put it back to your grass. Remember, keep your grass hydrated at all times. So you take your straw and you mix it with chicken manure for it to cook. We need the ammonia in the chicken manure to cook the grass until it turns color black and gets very soft. It is at this point that we're going to sterilize, put it in bags and take it inside the house for seeding and fruiting. So this process is done outside. You need to have a platform like this to make sure when you're mixing, you're not mixing other ingredients into your compost. So take around 50, 40, 60 bales that you have and put them out here. You need to do mushroom in large scale, remember. So around 50 bales are good because they're going to give you 500 bags. That will be enough for your mushroom spawn. The mushroom spawn is sold and it's imported from outside the country, and you keep it in the fridge immediately you get it. And that will be used to colonize your straw. That's why you have to do it in large scale. But until we start producing it locally, we have to do it in a lot of bales and bales of wheat. If you can buy your bales from Narok when it is in season, and that means you will have reserves. Always remember to keep some of your grass that you're not using away from the rain, because it can end up having mold, which will be a challenge when it comes to the fruiting. I hope you have gotten a better understanding of mushroom farming. This is us preparing the farm. We also sell the ready bags so that your work at home will just be to spray some water. They fruit in 2-3 days and you harvest, take to the market, and some you can fry and eat. Now let's go inside and fry some mushrooms because it's been a long day. Asante sana for joining me for this awesome video. I hope you get to see and subscribe for more awesome videos. Next time we'll be discussing the oyster variety of mushroom. So see you then. Bye bye.